Well, hello again, everybody. Welcome back to another venture here with the old goat. Today, we're going to take a trip up to Lake Whitney. Now, Lake Whitney is a big old lake, and it's got a lot of parks. But today, we're going to stop at Lake Whitney State Park. Now, you can make reservations online or by phone. Phone number is 512-389-8900. And if you're needing to have that getaway with the family and take a road trip and get away for a little bit, hey, DFW, Waco, Houston, Oklahoma, Louisiana, it don't matter where you're at, this is a great place to come and stay. And you'll find lots of clear, beautiful water and plenty of nice campsites. It's a great place to relax with your family and have a good time. So what is there to do? Well, there's all kinds of things to do around Lake Whitney State Park. They have great fishing, great swimming, boating, skiing. You can explore trails on shore. You can watch the stars at night. So, there is a lot to do, and you're going to have a great time. Wildlife is awesome. We've seen plenty of deer, raccoons, armadillos, possums, wild turkeys. We saw about 6 of those, and they were pretty good looking birds. There's even bald eagles flying. As far as fishing, largemouth bass, striped and white bass, or maybe bring home a prize blue catfish. That's been known to happen. The park has a boat ramp and a fish cleaning shelter. We're going to check those out in a short bit. They also loan gear from the park for you to use. You don't need a fishing license to fish from the shore at a state park here in Texas, so that's always a plus. They have an annual youth fishing tournament on the first Sunday in June. So now, as far as campsites, well, they have campsites with water only. They have water and electric hookups at some, or full hookups at others. Cabins, screen shelters, whatnot, they have a lot of those, and you're going to see that as we drive through the park and get a good view of it. And some of these screen shelters have some of the best views, I think, of the whole park, in my opinion. And so while you're here, you're going to want to do some exploring and walk the trails, and they're all open to hikers and bikers. And we do a little bit of that here too in this video. Toward the end, y'all can see a few of the trails. And while you're exploring, you can pay your respects to the big oak at headquarters and take in the view from the lake. So there's a lot to do, and you're really going to enjoy it. So close to the area here at Lake Whitney State Park, there's 3 major cities, and they have museums, restaurants, shopping, and more. So a little history now about Lake Whitney. It's located in Hill County, Texas, right next to the city of Whitney. It's on the southern end. The entire park is 755 acres, or 306 hectares. And it was created back in 1951 by the Army Corps of Engineers. They constructed a dam on the Brazos River to help prevent flooding downstream communities like Waco. The park was opened in 1965. So Lake Whitney's main purpose is a flood control reservoir, and it's on the main stem of the Brazos River here in Texas. It's located river mile marker 442 and controls drainage for 17,656 square miles of Texas and parts of New Mexico. The reservoir encompasses a surface area of more than 23,500 acres and 225 miles of Texas shoreline. The area consists of rolling tall grass prairies, cedar trees, hardwood timber, and 100-foot bluffs and rock points. They're gorgeous. During the 20th century, Texas experienced a number of devastating floods. They resulted in death and destruction due to rivers overflowing and heavy rainfalls. Then in the 1930s, the U.S. government began approving and authorizing the building of dams along Texas rivers with the intention to absorb these floodwaters. In the 1940s, the plan to create the Whitney Reservoir on the Brazos River for flood control and other purposes such as hydroelectric power development was approved and authorized by Congress. The lake was impounded in 1951. The dam's power plant was constructed between 51 and 53, but there was a really bad drought in Texas in the 50s, so emphasis was put on the reservoirs being more secondary to the primary flood control. So now we're going to take a short ride up this little trail here and make a right, and we're going to go into the huge group hall. It has a kitchen, and there's enough room for about 64 people here. Day use capacity is 64 people. Overnight use capacity is 30 people. And there's not an outdoor electric hookup, but tents are allowed. But you gotta at least rent 2 days. And it has great AC, ceiling fans, has heat, picnic tables, outdoor grills, fire ring, water, electric, you name it, it pretty much has it. And it would definitely be an outstanding place for family reunions or whatever. And you'd really enjoy it. It's really nice. So this is the only boat ramp that the park does offer. It does have 2 lanes, and it's not particularly busy, at least the day I was there. But it has a really nice dock, and as you can see, it's definitely a decent boat ramp. I do assume that it does get busy from time to time because it does have overflow parking. That's just what you got to deal with to fish a great lake like Lake Whitney. Now, for except a few memories and a few descendants of early pioneers, there's not much that now remains of the once thriving community of Towash. It was kind of inundated back in the 50s by Lake Whitney. All that's left are relics from the original Towash Baptist Church and a historical marker here at Lake Whitney State Park. The community was named for a chief of one of the 3 peaceful tribes settled here on the eastern shore of the Brazos River around 1835, and it was originally supposed to be the site of Fort Graham, but an Army official decided at the last minute instead to move the fort 6 miles upstream. Pretty interesting. It's kind of like a ghost town underwater. So this area of the park is called the Towash campsites. It's named after the old city, and as you see, there's lots of really nice shelters. They have lots of parking, lots of good shade trees, and it's a really nice area. We'll stop in here and take a look at one real quick so you can get a good idea what they're like on the inside. As you can see, they're pretty well maintained, and they're pretty clean on the inside. Got a little table there for you to relax with the family and have a little lunch, a little dinner, whatever. So most of the campsites through here are all shelters. Well, I'll say all of them. But there are full hookup campsites. They're about $24 a night. There's 43 of those. And they have a weekly rate also available of $144, but that's in non-peak season from November through February. And they're 1 through 38 and 47 through 51, and they're going to be on the Horseshoe Camping Loop. They have picnic tables, water hookups, sewer hookups, 50 amp hookups, fire rings. They have restrooms nearby. They allow you to have tents there with your RV. For those of you campers that don't need full hookups and you can use a dump station, you can get a spot for $20 a night. And those spots, there are 31 of them. They also have a weekly rate of $120, but like I said before, it goes November through February. The sites are on the Bluebird Loop, 87 through 98, the Roadrunner Loop, 99 through 110, and Sunset Ridge, and that's going to be 124 through 130. And of course, they have the picnic tables, water hookups, 50 amp hookups, fire ring. They just don't have the spots to hook your sewer up. That's it. Other than that, they got it all. And of course, there are folks that want to just come out here and camp out. They don't need electricity. They can do it with just water. Well, there's 63 of those sites available. They're $14 a night. They have that $84 a week non-peak rate. And they're on the Horseshoe at 39 through 48. Whitetail also has them 52 through 68. Starview 69 through 86, and Lakeview 111 through 123, and number 131 through 137. And they have picnic tables, water hookups, fire ring, and all that. Just don't have electric, don't have your dump station. So this area here along the right is a good spot for swimming. As we go on around, we'll come up to another area there that is mainly set aside for swimming. Little historical marker here for you. Explains a little bit about bass fishing in Texas. Pretty interesting. One thing for sure you can say about Whitney State Park is they have lots of restrooms, and they are clean and very nice. I give it to the staff here. They really work hard to keep this place looking top shape. We're going to make a right here, and we're going to ease down here toward the lake because we have something that is really great for you anglers. We've got a fish cleaning station. How often do you see that in a state park or Corps of Engineer park or any park other than, being at the coast or whatever? But from time to time we do find them, and this park has one, and it's a nice one too. And another thing, they got this huge A-frame that you could just load up with fish. Man, that would make a heck of a picture, that's for sure. So, look, we're going to take a ride through the rest of the park. I'm not going to jibber jabber the whole time, but we're going to check everything out and show you what this place has to offer, and we'll catch you on the other side. Well, here we are again at the end of another video, folks. We sure are glad y'all took the time to sit down and share this with us. We had a great time making the video and a really great time hanging out at Whitney State Park. We hope y'all come back and see us. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hey, you ain't got nothing to lose. Make sure you see that next one I put out. It might be somewhere you want to go. Until then, as the old goat saying, y'all take care of each other. We'll see y'all next time.